Watch that Nether Ward, man. That thing is a little bit dangerous this game.
That's a good point.
And I guess this is probably off-lane queen, right? I guess it could be a roaming 4-queen and off-lane clock. We have seen that in the past, but I would assume this is going to be like some general co-op.
You know what's kind of sick about Crystal Maid in this game is that at 15 you have that minus 14% mana usage.
Oh.
And it also does spell burn, so it's going to be a little. They're going to resist the anti-mage mana burn that's coming out this game, and the Clockwork Cogs. It's like a small factor, but
that's pretty cool.
It could be. You know, I haven't seen it be done yet. I assume it'll be done this game. Maybe not. It's like that or 120 GPM, I think. But you know, something that we might actually see that's cool.
Purge, big question for you here.
Sure.
From the draft so far, do you think anyone's going to be attempting hide and seek? I don't think any of these guys can afford to be out of the lane for the first 2 minutes.
CM could do
maybe CM if she jungles, but it's worse.
It.
And if she doesn't, then the laning stage is going to go better for Navi. I think this match is too big for Navi. I think for them to even attempt. You can see by how much they spent. I don't think they'll try it. Maybe one of the different sets where it's like early in the tournament for any of the teams, but I think we're deep enough where everybody's had their toe in the water a little. So I don't think we're going to see that one much.
Viper. I think Viper or DK maybe two of the possible options here in terms of like pacing and everything and trying to find a win with this draft.
And that one's so good because if Anti-Mage gets Chronosphere, you throw in the Nether Toxin, he's instantly broken. That means he has actually no bonus spell resistance. Then anybody can kill him. Pugna, Void, like...
We got a back in beta, ladies and gentlemen. Team Liquid. Those are all heroes from the beta. Not only do they have what it looks like a great bursty early game draft, but we're back in beta, boys.
All right.
All right.
Maybe 400 Moonbucks was a little too
I told you guys that challenge was too fucking easy. But it's only one good hero pick. So
they came out on top, right? Because they spent $695, and if they win, they're only going to get like 100 and some. So that's not even that ridiculous.
What do you mean,
it's
bonus?
400 doubled. It'd be 800 Moonbucks. They spent 695 during this draft.
Okay.
So it cost them 695.
Reginald, can you highlight the back in beta challenge for us, please?
The back in beta challenge highlighted, please, Reginald.
Thank you. He's new. This is his first day on the job. I mean, there's a lot of heroes. Genuinely, a lot of heroes that were in Dota 1. I mean, compared to our other challenges were like draft challenges, like 20 characters, kind of a thing. So. Yeah.
We did it. We got one.
Slipped under the radar completely until, thank you, Reginald, for the heads up.
Thank you, Reginald. But yeah, so let's talk about these drafts here. I got to be real with you 100%. I think Navi got hyper out-drafted here. I mean, they have to have Dark Willow do super good in the early game. Everybody on their team needs a decent amount of farm and XP. And Dark Willow's biggest weakness is that super bursty magical damage, which they have in droves on Team Liquid. I cannot see how Navi win this game.
I mean, Navi basically have to fight a lot, and I think they have to do pretty well in their lanes. Anti-Mage kind of needs a lot of farm, and Storm kind of does as well, but they could get active early on the other side. They've got to shut down. I think they need to win the mid lane for sure. I think that's the big one. And once they win the mid lane, I think it could do a lot for Navi's mid-game tempo.
Yeah, I'm going to have to kind of favor Team Liquid here, though.
I would too.
I don't think they have enough to slow down that early pressure from like Pugna, especially in that off lane, just quickly taking your safe lane tower, limiting the farm potential of a Storm Spirit and an Anti-Mage, and then it even feels like they're going to get pressure on like tier 2s by the time
GH is actually losing gold?
He lost gold from not...
He wasted our time. That's a pause right there.
That's a pause. You know what?
Take your choice, Moonbucks or gold. What do you want to lose?
Well, hopefully he can still afford the items he wants, I guess. I mean, maybe he gets one less clarity. That could actually be pretty costly, but...
I mean, he's
we'll have Mr. Midas.
All right, well, now
I'm
favoring Navi.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly. 5 gold.
5 gold.
How could he possibly make that up?
In what tournament will you see pro players losing gold for not picking fast enough? Anyway, let's head on over to our first match of the day. Team Liquid versus Team Navi with our casters.
Thank you so much, Slacks. I don't think I ever want to hear you do Queen of Pain ever again. That might have been the most disturbing thing I've ever heard.
That was terrifying.
I really appreciate it, though. So, game 1, though, Brax, how you feeling this morning, buddy?
Feeling pretty good. It looks like we have quite the interesting game going on. Team Liquid have completed the what was the challenge
Back
called?
in beta, I believe.
Okay,
is what
back
it was.
in beta.
I've got the list right here, my friend.
Nice.
We also the only other one at the beginning of the game is hide and seek, which you announce a hero on your team before the horn. That hero's objective is to hide from the enemy until 2 minutes, and obviously the other team has to state where they are. But I don't think that's happening. Like they said in the draft day, Navi spent so much money on this draft that I don't think they're going to do it. Liquid could with the Sim theoretically, but that doesn't look to be the case right now.
It seems quite unlikely, right? You have to give up all your early lane pressure, which It's honestly super, super important at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not like it's 30 seconds. It's 2 minutes. That is a
Exactly.
lot. So we will not see that. One would assume. We'll wait, but there's still a lot more bounties to complete. Like they were talking about, Navi's 1-1. This is Liquid's first game, and we will see how they play it up. They have the back in beta, so
Yep.
man.
I'm really interested to see how this Dark Willow does, because previously in the tournament we saw this hero as a core.
Yes.
So I'm interested to see how this plays out as a support hero.
We saw from Seneko in one of the early games, and he did really well with it. They lost the game.
Okay.
I think it was against OG, but it was still kind of insane. Meanwhile, they're going to try to fight down bottom. Miracle's going to get run at by Roger. They have no battery sold skilled up yet. Matuma Man giving him some auto attacks onto General. Kuroki, nothing skilled up, and it will be Liquid taking that rune. Matuma Man will grab it, so Roger will have to back himself up onto the other side of the river. But Liquid will get 3 of the 4 bounty runes going their way.
Okay, nicely done. I guess unfortunately Viper didn't get as good of a block because he has to TP back to the mid lane while Seneco's blocking the mid lane for Dendi. And it looks like it's kind of like the pseudo tri-lane. You know, you have the roamer coming in, just camping behind the mid lane, making the lane very difficult. And with the lane positioning this far back, too, it could be super dangerous.
He might be in trouble. Battery assault. No, he's got Cogs level 1. Cog push doesn't actually hit, so Matuma Man might be fine. He's going to run down towards the south in the river. Now going to juke back up towards his own tier 1 tower. Dendi's still chasing him down. Matuma Man has the salve. He should be fine. It's a lot of damage to deal with, but they're going to know that there is no clockwork in any of these other lanes.
Yeah, it still takes a ton of damage mid lane on the Viper. You need the Help Storm in this matchup or else it gets very, very one-sided quite quickly. But all right. I am interested to see how this top lane plays out, because Pugna pretty good in lane, especially in the off lane. You can always just decrypt these melee heroes before we're at the last hit, but I don't know how strong this this hero Dark Willow is as a support. Like, what's his zoning capability like? Is he strong at fighting? Can he deal well with the dual lane? It's interesting.
His Shadow Realm was already a really long cooldown at level 1, so it takes a while. Like, you have okay base damage. Well, 49 is not that great, actually, when you think about it. So Seneko needs some levels for sure, and with a dual lane, it'll be a bit easier. He can get some pulls off potentially. But you're right, I think Mind Control should have a good time up in the top lane. Even if you die, I feel like as long as you get experience for Mind Control, you're probably fine. But GH going toe-to-toe with Seneko. Good Shadow Realm. The Fisher Ray hit, but he's going to be able to get away just fine. Good decrypt as the Shadow Realm comes in, I believe, but...
Did he dodge the damage, actually?
I'm not sure. It's weird because it's magical, so it should do the damage. I'm not sure if he dodged it.
Yeah,
I didn't actually see it.
It's weird because it's an auto attack modifier, right?
Oh, right.
So I don't know how that works.
Well, we'll find out next time. Dendi the mid lane taking plenty of damage from the poison attacks from Matuma Man, but now his mana is gone. The tower hit as well. The cog push back. Matuma Man's going to give away first blood. Dendi will get it done. Will he sit in the well is the next question. Seneko on the other side. Shadow Realm, he's going to take the bounty. He's going to go for the TP. They have another blast, and it will bring him down. Mind Control will secure that kill as well. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, but again, Navi getting first blood for Dendi in the mid lane is pretty huge.
Yep, agreed. This is typically a very, very difficult matchup for the Stormtrooper, right? But Dendi 10 CS to Matuma Man's 4, doing very, very well. First blood to his name. So when you get a matchup like this, that kind of an advantage, it offsets the pick, right? The strength of the pick.
Yeah.
Pick Viper to help to potentially dominate this lane, become very, very powerful. But he's a hero that when he falls behind, he doesn't catch up very well. Doesn't farm fast, doesn't move around the map very quickly.
It's better now that he's another toxin for sure in terms of taking waves down, but you're right. When you get behind in this hero, it gets kind of rough.
Do you think he's better in lane now with the poison attack change or worse?
I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like CSing might be a little bit harder, but in terms of being able to harass, I feel like you can't do as well in the early game potentially. Even the level 2 poison attack is good, but without another toxin the old way it used to be, it could be kind of annoying. So... But we'll see. I mean, he's still doing okay. His 8 last hits for now. But on the other side of the map, you have Miracle down in the bottom lane. 19 last hits on this Faceless Void against the off-lane Queen of Pain. Rotating mid is going to be the clockwork now. We might have a Fisher from GH potentially just to block him off. Cogs will go through, but Matuma Man, that doesn't really matter. Fisher will come in. Matuma Man's going to give him the poison attack. Maybe not. He actually doesn't even do any damage, so he's just going to back away. So
yep, as long as Shaker's in the mid lane, they can't make any aggressive plays onto Viper. No, it's nice. The poison attack costs a lot of mana now, but it does quite a bit of damage against CM Aura to help him sustain that. So.
That is true. It's nice to have. Speaking of which, what has the CM been doing? Kuroki, level 2 Arcane Aura. He's got level 1 Frostbite. He will use it on a General who will Shadow Strike him. He's got the Scream of Pain. Kuroki should be fine. He has a Tango to work with. We'll see if General jumps in. He will. Blink Scream of Pain, and that's going to be the kill. I spoke way too soon. General will take a few tower hits, but Miracle needs 1 auto attack to get the kill. It'll be a trade. I immediately regret my decision, says General. A 1-for-1 trade going the way of these teams. So pretty interesting stuff.
Yep, Liquid coming out on top there in that exchange for sure. So this offlane Pugna, this is one of these heroes that we've been seeing a lot more, especially in the last patch. I would say Complexity really brought this hero into style in the offlane.
Yes.
He doesn't do that well against Anti-Mage because, of course, AM has a spell shield, gets a ton of health regen and stuff, but, I mean, he's getting run down.
And they've got the Frostbite. No blink for 8 seconds here. They need one more Nether Blast, and they've got the Fisher Block as well. That'll get the kill. GH coming in at the perfect time, securing a huge kill on the safe lane Anti-Mage. Navi's going to be without him for about 10 seconds or so.
Very nicely done. When Tumble in the mid lane, too, has... Oh,
well, he's dead. Dendy's getting low, but he will survive. He has a haste rune. Roger also super low. Fisher in 1 second. There's going to be the Cogs coming in. GH, he'll throw it out. He'll get the kill, but the Bramble Maze and the pull coming in from Dendy. That will be a 2-for-1, rather 2-for-2 trade across the map as General gets dropped down as well for Navi. How did he die?
How did General die?
How did he die?
There's no Chronosphere, so I'm not sure what happened.
Skip it like bash 3 times in a row? How did that happen?
Maybe he got bashed 10 times in a row. I have no idea. It seems like, yeah, don't know. Didn't catch it, so.
Well, now more action top lane. Another Frostbite. He is going to blink away in time. Crystallize will get out, but that's so much damage he has to salve up immediately. Kuroki can't cancel the salve. He's another Frostbite in 1 second, but for now, Crystallize has to be very careful. He's only at 17 last hits. Mind Control is doing extraordinarily well in this top lane. He's almost level 6. Meanwhile, they're going to see Roger. Here comes the Shadow Realm. The Cog pushback as well. GH is fine. Fisher's going to come out, and they should have enough damage. They need a Frostbite. They don't have any mana. If they had the Frostbite mana for Kuroki, that's probably a kill, but they couldn't quite find it.
Yeah, you know, it's still good. Anti-Mage is farming, right?
True.
He has full HP. These heroes all cast spells, so it's pretty resistant against that. It's just, it's weird now, right? Faceless Void hit is level 6. It's hard for Queen of Pain to stand in front of him. So with the Ring of Aquila, he's going to be naturally pressuring this tower, especially with the Catapult coming out.
Right.
So Navi feel like they have to commit a lot of resources to defend AM and then leave General on his own. And then eventually Miracle is just going to get to this point where, yep, he can just jump on him over and over. He never gets a bash.
Viper Strike, Dendy. They need a Fisher. They need something. They can't get it off in time. Oh my God, he got battery assaulted down while he was trying to cast the Fisher. Liquid were so close to getting that kill on Dendy. Instead, they just lose GH. That was almost amazing for them, though. Still. 1K lead, Mind Control farming really well. Matuma Man has got back into the game. 30 last hits for him. Roger's going to spot Kuroki. They're going to go on him. Shadow Realm, he's in some trouble. They're going to get the Bramble Maze as well. Another blast. Kuroki will surely fall, and Crystallize is going to try to find more, but Mind Control sitting at level 5. He actually will take another blast. And okay, and more kills going the way of Navi. They're getting involved with Roger. The support Clockwork's doing a lot of work here for them.
Yep, big time. That missed kill on Dendy mid was so important too. He's about to hit level 6, so now he's going to be safe to that kind of gank.
Ooh, Mind Control top lane, Curse Crown, Shadow Realm coming in as well. One more auto attack, potentially the Flare, Decrep, he'll try to TP. This is going to be close. They need a battery assault, and they will find it. Roger just barely gets in. Good Crystal Nova attempt. Kuroki getting body blocked by Crystallize, still looking for more damage. Level 2 in the mana break. Decides not to pursue and go any further onto Kuroki. And meanwhile, Dendy fished up. He is level 6. He's a little bit low on mana, but he's going to be able to bottle up and pick up a regen rune, so he's fine. So again, more kills going the way of Navi now. 7-5 the score here at about 8 minutes into the game.
So you have to think that this favors Team Liquid at the moment, right? You have Faceless Void free farming, Anti-Mage almost 20 CS down at this point.
Yep.
And Pugna's getting super high level to the point where he's going to start blasting the tower. Like, these 3-on-3 engagements do not go Navi's way at all once Pugna hits level 6.
Yeah.
They can probably just kill someone off the fissure.
The life drain is going to be so good. They might find GH here. Mind Control is going to throw up the blast. GH will get flared, but Crystallize can't chase him down again. Only level 5, almost 6. He might have Mana Void after this fight, but another huge Nether Blast from Mind Control. They need to back away. The Frostbite's going to come in. GH is fine. The Cogs won't hit. The Chronosphere, they're going to find the AM. They should have enough damage. They get the Time Lock proc as well. The Fisher to make sure they get the kill. But Man's even getting involved. Mind Control, one more blast, and Roger will fall. He will find it. It's going to be a 2-for-0 trade, and now Mind Control is level 6 as well. Liquid with a big team fight. Great rotation from Miracle.
Yep, the 5-man rotation up to the top lane. I can't imagine AM TP's back top, right? He's probably going to go bottom or something to hit that tower to try to attempt to trade, but Liquid aren't committing super hard to top lane, right? But Miracle's running all the way back down bottom.
And
so it's very nice.
He's going Battle Fury too on the Void. I was going to ask, I thought maybe use the Mask Madness instead, but he wants to go Battle Fury. He wants to have some good late game going his way, and I think I like this build a lot, actually. It's kind of old school too, so.
Yeah, back in beta we are.
Yes.
The old Battle Fury Void. You know, it's very nice when you can get it at a pretty decent timing and just accelerate your farm.
Oh, poor Mind Control will fall again, but he's already doing so much damage that him dying Yeah, they'll make more space for Miracle elsewhere. They have the Viper also farming up too, so. But like you mentioned, this AM trying to go bottom. He's rotating around the map. It feels like he's almost jungling now. He only has boots of speed and a ring of health, so all of a sudden, this feels kind of rough for the AM at the beginning of this game here, Brex.
Yeah, he expected Team Liquid to commit a bit harder for that top tier 1. You know, so he wanted to try to trade for bottom tower with Queen of Pain, but that's not exactly the play they made, and then he ends up in quite an awkward position where he's got nowhere to go.
He's just getting run at by GH as well, and they're putting pressure on this tier 1 tower. Now they have Roger coming in. They might want to back up. They do a Viper Strike, but some man with a level 3 poison attack doing some serious damage as well. But it's just kind of Miracle farming now. Liquid sort of playing kind of passively, putting pressure on towers, but not really committing like you mentioned. And I mean, they have 3 of the top 4 net worth heroes at this point. Dendi, of course, is farming well. He's in the jungle a lot. He's been getting stacks, I would assume. I think he's working on Akaya, but he's going to run right into mind control. And level 8, Dendi has to jump away from the life drain as he gets disarmed from that decrep, and the life drain damage comes through.
Yeah, but ton of damage. So at this point of the game, well, Queen of Pain has her ultimate, right? Level 8. She actually has quite good farm, best or second best on the team. They do have the tools to be able to take some sort of team fight, especially against these squishy heroes like the Pugna, Crystal Maiden. They will melt.
Right.
And with the Dark Willow about to hit level 6, I think they have a tome. I'm not sure if they just brought it out, but it is past the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
You know, once they get their ultimates on their supporters, Clockwork's already 6. Then they'll have some tools that they can use to fight.
Speaking of which, they're going to go into Matumba Man with that hookshot. General now looking for a Sonic Wave. Curse Crown, good Fisher. Matumba Man is in some serious trouble. He does have level 2 corrosive skin, but won't be able to survive that damage from the Sonic Wave. Freezing Field General out of mana, no blink available. He's going to get dropped down. Kuro will trade 1 for 1. And GH might be looking for more, but Seneko is going to get healed up. Here comes Miracle. He's got the Chronosphere at the ready. He's going to run right into Roger here in a moment. Does he pop it just for this hero alone? Roger, they need a bash. Instead, they will go for the Chronosphere, but the Terrorize is going to come out. The Fisher comes in, but again, with the Terrorize, Miracle can't complete this kill. Now Denny's in looking for Kuro. The pull will come through. They need an Echo Slam. They don't have enough mana for it, but he has stick charges as well. Jumping back at his Dendi. Kuro, he gets off the Frostbite before dying. The Enchant Totem, the Echo Slam coming in. Dendi, still plenty of mana to work with and plenty of HP. GH might get chased down. Now Matumba Man is back, and Dendi needs to be careful. Viper Strike is available. General will TP back into the fray. Good Fisher, but they need more damage. Dendi will jump. Still has plenty of mana to work with, but instead they will take this tier 1 tower. GH is going to walk up, misses the Enchant Totem, and Liquid, despite losing Kuro and not getting that kill, they will still maybe get this tower. It's going to be close. It's going to be denied. Dendi, beautifully done from Navi just to make sure they don't get that extra gold going the way of Liquid.
Yeah, meanwhile, in all of the chaos mid lane, Pugna's just been consistently blasting the top tower. Take that on his own.
Matumba Man's dead again. Denny jumps right back in. The Bramble Maze was ownage, and GH is going to fall as well. And suddenly, like you mentioned, they have ways to pick off some of these heroes with Dendi doing some serious damage coming in with the Bramble Maze to help him.
The Bramble Maze on the cogs is dirty.
Yeah, that seems a little bit rough for Liquid if they fight into that. Not much they could do there, but I mean, like you said, they still get the tier 1 tower top lane. I don't think it was denied or anything. So, yeah, they actually got it from mind control. So it's not like... And Miracle obviously still farming as well. It's not like they're losing that much getting those kills. Yes, the Viper is getting slowed down, but at this point, Miracle is just farming away like crazy.
Yep, end result is they got 2 towers, right? Very worth it.
Yes.
Kuroki getting caught out in the jungle by Rod. Oh, misses the cogs.
Misses the cogs, and he might be alive. The urn will come out. Kuroki has wand charges. He can use them. Jumping back in, Miracle. Hook shot was used on the Miracle. Actually, he wanted Kuro, but he can't find it. The life drain save for mind control as well, just to make sure he's there. The medic coming in, and Liquid will find a turnaround kill in Kuroki. That's pretty good for him.
Yeah, mind control helping out his teammate in a time of need with the old drain.
All right. Well, we have Crystallize still trying to farm up here. What is he at net worth-wise? 3,700. He's caught up a fair bit. Mind control bottom lane in the meantime. Getting caught. They're going to get this kill. Life drain might keep him alive for now, but the Curse Crown is there. The Decrep, the Shadow Strike, 1 auto attack will get the kill. They're going to try to chase. GH has no Echo Slam for 30. Dendi coming in. This is the problem. You got to be careful if you're GH. A lot of damage coming in, and GH going to get dropped down. The Fisher just in time might keep him up, but again, the jump in from Dendi's too much. Now they've got another hook shot. Matumba Man getting cogged up as well, and suddenly it's a 3-for-0 trade. Navi with their ultimates. It's very tough to fight into them at this point in the stage in the game. Oh, Kuro, that's aggressive. The Shadow Run will keep him alive. He's soloed 80 HP, and instead Kuro will fall. 4 dead for Liquid as Navi's Dendi is dominating now.
Very nicely done. Navi are fighting the kills, the right team fights, but they haven't managed to secure any towers yet. All the towers on the side of Team Liquid are basically full HP. So that is something they need to try to progress towards, but you know, without Faceless Void, Team Liquid can't fight at all.
Yeah, they really need that Chronosphere. When it's down, there's not much they can do. But again, Navi are also playing 4 versus 5 as well to a certain extent,
Very
with
true.
Crystallize just jungling essentially. He has only the Perseverance for now, but he's getting close to the Demon Edge, so he will have Battle Fury, no treads yet, but I mean, once this Battle Fury is done, they can really get back into the game for Crystallize.
Yeah, for sure. And when you look at Team Liquid's lineup, you think tons of magic damage, right? Even Boy does a lot of magic damage with the time lock, so it'll be quite tanky.
Bottom lane, they will pick off GH. They jump in behind the tower. Dendy is on a mega kill spree. The Kaya is doing a lot of work here. The Viper Strike and the Roger. They've got the Nether Toxin. He'll pop the Cogs. Terrorize coming in on to 2 again. Roger will get dropped by Mind Control with another blast, though, so he won't be able to make it away. Bedlam was also popped from Seneko, but it looks like they will need to back up. It was actually just Terrorize, but Miracle looking for the Chrono. Couldn't quite find it. Dendy is the one target I feel like they really want a Chrono at this point if you're Miracle.
Yeah, Dendy's starting to ball out of control, 5-0 and 6. You know, that was against the Viper in the mid lane, right? Navi
Yes.
made all the right plays to help accelerate Dendy's game. Very nicely done. You know,
Yeah,
when you think Storm Spirit, you think I'm late game farming to Bloodstone and then Orchid, right?
Yeah.
But Dendy's been super, super active in this game.
I feel like a lot of that is due to Kaya now.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good early game item, it feels like anyways.
It is, for sure. Right, also like, it's a different style of Stormer. I guess this is what we used to see a long, long time ago, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to that phase where it was like mana boots into the Bloodstone, just trying to farm jungle as fast as possible.
Yep.
Now we're back to the good old fighting Storm.
Yeah, he's getting involved early, and he has a large bounty on his head. If he were to get dropped down by Miracle throwing up the Chronosphere, that would be disastrous for Navi. But they're going to instead go bottom, look for Roger. They Chrono 1, Life Drain. No Terrorize available now, I don't believe, and Roger will not get saved this time as Miracle will secure a killing spree and potentially pushing onto this Tier 2 tower, although General is behind him, so they need to be a little careful.
Yeah, he is behind, but look at how non-committal this push is from Team Liquid, right? They don't sit there and hit this tower with 5 heroes. They go back to farm, Pugna casually blast the tower.
He might die again, though. Denny's
Yep.
going to come in. Kuroki, he's got the Frostbite. He has the Freezing Field Sonic Wave. They're going to get 2. The pull will come in. 1 more auto attack. It's going to be a double kill with that Scream of Pain from General. And again, they just lose some of these squishier heroes as they try to commit to or sort of have 2 heroes pushing in this bottom lane. So,
Yeah, Navi punishing them very, very hard for that. And, you know, Anti-Mage after the lane phase has been pretty much untouched, it feels like. Nobody's messed with him. He's sat happily on his side of the map just farming.
ooh, hook
He
shot.
actually killed Matama, man.
Yeah, I
Very
think he's
tanky.
done so. He's died a lot this game. He's got a Viper Strike. He's got the Nether Toxin doing a lot of damage to Crystallize. He actually needs to be careful. The Mana Void's not going to do enough. Matama Man gets a solo kill, and now he might find Rogers while the battery assault. The urn comes in. GH too little too late to the party, but Crystallize, that was his first attempt after the Battle Fury to find a kill, and it goes horribly wrong. Matama Man will trade 1 for 1. They might get 2 for 1. The Frostbite's going to come in after the Crystal Nova. They have the Freezing Field. Not even needed. Kuroki will still secure it for himself, but that is outstanding from Matama Man to turn that around.
A very costly death. That was when Anti-Mage just picked up the Battle Fury too. He'd love to spend that time farming, but goes down. The Viper has 1500 HP with a wand. Right, going on a hero like that, he can also drop the Nether Toxin to break the mana shield from Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
And also the mana break, so he takes less damage.
Yeah, the break, you forget about it sometimes. That's why he was doing so much damage to the AM, I feel like. Now they're going to find the Fisher. Seneko needs to be careful. He'll back himself away. The Frostbite coming in into General. Nether Blast, Life Drain might come through. They decrep, don't use the Life Drain. I think Mind Control still has it available. GH, a little bit low in mana. They need to back away. But again, they sort of shove in top, let Miracle farm elsewhere. And they're getting a lot done across this map here, Brax.
Yep, they are indeed. So, you know, Anti-Mage, sure, he's got Battle Fury and everything, but look at Miracle on
He's
his
going
face
for it.
void.
Chrono, they need more damage. Potentially Mask of Madness. Is it going to be enough? 1 bash, 2 bashes. Miracle gets the kill. A dominating spree. And he takes the mega kill spree away from Dendy, who is
man.
farming aggressively in that bottom lane.
This Faceless Void is pretty unstoppable at this point, and he's already so farmed that he can solo kill Storm Spirit from basically full HP, right?
Yeah, it's
Anti-Mage, same thing. He's just going to die. And there's no real defensive capabilities from Navi.
they're going to try to make an aggressive play top lane. Seneco's coming in. He has Bedlam and Terrorize ready. All of his abilities, level 4 Shadow Realm on top of it. We'll see if they can't find an initiation. It's only Seneco and Roger. Now they're going to pop the Bramble Maze. Pugna in trouble. Hook shots come through. Echo Slam. Counter initiation. That's the blink reveal. Terrorize is going to come in. It's going to hit onto 2 as well. Matuma Man, he's got to do the work here. Bedlam coming out as well. A lot of damage. Solo. Great Sonic Wave from General, but they still can't get any kills. He's going to get turned down. Matuma Man surviving for now. The urn ticking him down, but he should be fine. Even as a Tango to work with as well. Navi, they will lose 4 across the map. What a fight from Liquid, somehow surviving after that great Sonic Wave from General.
Oh my god, they're all so low. Dendy trying to find anything that he can clean up. Kuroki might die, but At the same time,
Frostbite.
turning on him.
They've got Fisher and Enchant Totem. This was a terrible mistake for Dendy. Dead for 53, seemingly out of nowhere. And they try to make a go, but Liquid knew better. They knew he was going to try to make this play, and they stayed together as a team. And so pretty much everybody other than Crystallize dying in that team fight, Brax. My God.
Very nicely done for Team Liquid, and that was without Chronosphere too. So that's back-to-back deaths on Stormsphere. Gets Chrono bottom, dies, respawns, TP's top, dies again. Like, look at the difference now between him and the Faceless Void. It's at 3,000 gold.
Oh my God.
Before they were almost neck and neck.
Miracle's rich. This Battle Fury getting in the farm, but more importantly, getting those kills as well is something that's been absolutely
He's
gigantic.
going to have Mantis style in probably about 2 minutes. Somewhere around there. And then the Orchid on Stormsphere, which isn't even completed yet, by the way. He still needs the quarterstaff. It's not going to be that effective.
He almost had it and obviously dies 2 times in a row, and that was the one way they could have dealt with the Faceless Void at this point. But yeah, how do they kill him now? I mean, good Bramble Maze potentially, Cogs, even that now. It feels really tough to bring down Miracle this game.
It does feel tough. There's also the defensive Decrepify.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, the Earthshaker abilities. This is quite the interesting build from Atomaman's Viper. He's got the Veil of Discord.
Yeah, this is the newfangled build with Nether Toxin the way that it is now. Magical damage up the wazoo. They have plenty to work with. And also, it really helps your team as well. Kuroki, Mind Control, very good idea this draft. Enchant Totem coming in, the Fisher will hit as well. And Snake's just going to die to this Nether Toxin, I think. One more auto attack will do the job.
Yep.
He tries to Shadow Roam away, but it's not going to work out.
Yeah, there's also a million spells on his team, right? All these heroes deal magic damage, so it's quite nice.
Man, even in a back and beta draft, Liquid still feel dominant against this Navi team. They're just owning at this point. Miracle especially. They have a 5k lead, a lot of which is coming from this Faceless Void.
Yeah, and usually against Faceless Void, there are defensive spells and abilities he has to watch out for. Not in this game. Anyone that gets chronoed is basically going to die.
It's really just the Terrorize, I feel like. He had that one Chronosphere where he was terrorized away from
in the mid lane.
Roger on the Clockwork. So, but here it is again. You've got this push from a Atomaman in Mind Control. This tier 3 tower already below half health.
It's just so non-committal, right? Like, you're the one that you have to go on these tanky heroes like the Viper, and then it makes you clump up for Chronosphere or Echo Slam. It's a very difficult situation.
I mean, General's trying to split push. They're going to lose the tier 3 tower bottom lane, though. Navi, they might have to go for a committal here if they want to try to take it. They have to go on the Viper. That's not really what they want to do. They have Mind Control, so standing behind him with a 4-step. They have Chronosphere counter initiation. They do now have the Orchid for General, so they're going to have 2 Orchids here in a moment with the Dendy one. On the other side, they found Roger. That Clockwork is done. They jump in with GH, the Enchant Totem. He's forced to buy back, but the range Rax is about to fall. The Bramble Maze will come in, the Flare as well. Atomaman slowed up for a bit, but
they're
still.
They're looking for Pugna.
They're trying to find a hook shot onto him, but the Nether Toxin zoning them out. They will get the range Rax. The melee Rax now getting hit up with these Nether Blasts. It's doing so much damage. They might just get this Rax and back up. There's the hook shot coming in, Roger. There's a 4-step. GH is fine. The Orchid coming in. The Frostbite Dendy. They're going to have the pull, but the Freezing Field Dendy has to jump away. They can't find the burst. He jumps right into the arms of Miracle. There's going to be an Echo Slam. They will still get the kill onto GH, but that's just GH. Now Miracle has his Chronosphere if they want to use it onto Roger. I don't even think he needs it. The Time Dilation is going to come out. They're going to commit back to bottom lane again with Mind Control, pushing in the Nether Blast. They'll find the kill on the Roger as expected. They will take the Rax and they will only lose their Earthshaker for it. Luckily, there is a tier 2 mid, but General is about to get chronoed onto 2. Dendy's going to TP into it. Potentially, he'll cancel it. A double kill for Miracle, an unstoppable spree. Can they find anything else? They've got the Frostbite. The Shadow Worm will come in. It's too much damage, though. All of that damage from like the Crystal Nova, from Atomaman Nether Toxin, it's way too much to deal with.
There's a lot of AoE damage to kill the Dark Willow.
Yes.
Right? So, Pugna, this hero looks so strong a lot of the time, right? He changes the dynamic of how you push towers, right? You have this tanky hero and the Viper, and Pugna just walks up and casually blasts. And then you have to either find the Pugna in the back and jump him, or you have to look for the you gotta look for someone, but nobody's showing, right? Because all you can see is this tanky Viper in the front, and that sets up their team fight. The Chronosphere, the counter initiation, and the Earthshaker is just way too hard to casually walk into. So
Yeah.
once they get to this stage of the game, I'm not sure what they can do.
Yeah, it's definitely rough. I mean, even with the Anti-Mage, you kind of have to have a huge mana void. You have to have a big pull from the Storm Spirit, and even then, I mean, you saw they killed GH and they still lost that fight, but they had to commit a lot to chase him down. Like, immediately, as soon as the Pugna or GH gets gone on, they just force him away.
Right.
He survives, and then what can you do from there? So they're so strong right now for Liquid. 11k now with advantage. One set of racks, and they're going to get Roche here in a moment as well.
Even with them finding the right target in the engagement, it's still so hard for them to commit and actually finish the target. Because there are 2 heroes they have to watch out for, right? They can't clump up for Chrono, and they can't clump up for Echo. Catch out the Shaker, then you have to pay attention to faces for it. So
They
not
will
easy.
take down Snake, or rather Kuroki instead, but nah, I don't think that really matters.
Well, they have double Orchids, so perhaps they can coordinate something where, like, they don't necessarily kill the target, but they can, like, bait out the Force Staff, Orchid the Shaker, and then jump a different target. But even then, it still feels like it's a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, and you still have to deal with Miracle while this is all happening. We're talking about how to kill the Shaker, how to kill some of these backline supports.
Speaking of Miracle, we might find General in the bottom lane.
Yeah, he's got the Shadow Blade, he's got the Chronosphere, he's about to pop it, I would assume. Good blink away, Miracle wants to get the hit, but instead he will time dilation. The Orchid will come out, but that damage is insane. Miracle waited for the blink, jumped in, and got plenty of damage. The Mask of Madness coming out. He didn't even need the time lock procs to come through. He's already hitting so damn hard. Jesus.
And Dandy in the mid lane, too, has to be careful of Chronosphere.
He's going to pop it. There it is. Dendy's in trouble. Miracle has to walk all the way around. Another Toxic coming in. There's the bash, but it doesn't even matter. Miracle on a monster kill spree. This should either secure them Roche or the Shrine, which I think they've actually already taken, so that doesn't even matter. They're going to head to the Roche pit instead.
Yep, and this does not look contestable at all. But at the same time, if you don't contest this, right, what are you going to do when Liquid just walk up and blast
Oh,
your
they
high
don't have
ground
hook
again?
shot. I thought if they had a hook shot, they could go for it, but they don't even have it. Oh, this is a problem. This is going to be dead by the time they get in there. Seneko has the Terrorize. That's the only way this works. He's going to pop it. Did they get the Aegis? Roche will go. He's going to get it to the pin. He's going to steal the Aegis for Seneko.
No
well
way.
played. He'll go for the TP. He's going to get caught. He will lose both lives. But that is Aegis at least taken away from Liquid. That is at least one good thing for Navi. It's not great. It's not the best thing in the world, but they still will get the Aegis taken away.
Well, they made the best out of a poor situation. That's for sure.
I don't even know what that word is, but I think I can guess.
I could tell you, but it's not appropriate. Leave it at that.
That was still, I mean, it was the best. Yeah, exactly. Making the best out of a bad situation, but again, still, they're going to probably lose Roger here. He's about to get destroyed. And they need a bash. Maybe he's pretty speedy. Hook shot away. Yeah, he'll make it out, and he'll go for the TP. So Roger actually will make it away. He'll be able to heal up.
So he lives, but again, no hook shot, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes even more difficult to jump these heroes in the back lines.
I mean, that's their initiation, right?
Yeah.
That or Queen of Pain jumping in with like an Orchid or something.
It feels like it's too difficult for Storm to jump first.
Yeah.
He's just going to die instantly.
And Crystallize is sitting on the high ground behind them. I don't think they know this. And
They do, actually.
we're going to have the Fisher coming out. The Enchant Totem. Crystallize is going to get caught. And that is probably going to be the beginning of the end here for Crystallize and for Navi. He's dead for 70 seconds. No buyback.
No buyback. There's just no fighting Team Liquid's lineup at this point. Dandy trying to stall and cut the wave, but not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, this is going to be the end of the mid-racks. There's not much they could do. Hookshot will be back up in 3 seconds. That's really the only initiation they have. Miracle is just farming elsewhere. He went to the secret shop, I think, to buy an item. He's about to get a full butterfly here in a moment. He has the Silver Edge to work with. But they're going to take the racks and the tier 3 in this mid lane. They're going to try to take top potentially as well. And it looks like Liquid will just finish this game off if they can here.
Liquid they've been consistently very good with their movements this game. Right, we've seen them make moves they 5-man top to kill Anti-Mage, and then they don't commit for the tower, making Anti-Mage think that they will. Then he TP's bottom, and then it's like, well, now he's against this Faceless Void that he can't lane against. It's just very smart, right? They're predicting. It feels like they're one step ahead of the enemy pretty much the entire game.
Ooh, Dagon for Pugna. They might go for the zap here. They need another Dagon on one of these heroes. It looks like it's going to be for the Viper. So they're not finishing the game off until they have the double Dagon zap.
They're here to acquire some currency, Mott.
It is bounty time. They've already got a lot from this game. They didn't pick too many expensive heroes, and of course they did the back-end beta draft, so this is already really good for them. General, Miracle is hunting him. The flare will come through. He's actually about to find him. Miracle he actually is done with the Silver Edge. He'll time walk a bit further in. He doesn't see General. He's still in the trees. They're just trying to find him in any way possible, but he should be okay.
He's got a pretty good angle to start this fight from now. He can invis in the backlines behind the tower, scout out the heroes, and drop the chrono. Very smart.
There are 2 Dagons on this courier. Somebody's going to get zapped down. And Dendy is just going to try to clear the creep wave. He does TP himself out, and he will make it away. Very close, though. But the Dagon's about to come in, and somebody is dying. I don't know who it's going to be, but somebody is about to get blown up.
Yep.
Oh, it's with Decrep, too. Can you even imagine? So much damage.
They are going to explode.
We will find
look
a
at
tier
this
3 tower. The
miracle.
Chronosphere onto 2 coming in. They're going to find the life drain. Dendy Echo slammed up. Where's the zaps coming in? Everybody's dead at this point. I don't even think they used it at this point. They're still doing so much damage. They're going to grab another. Everybody's buying back. The Sonic Wave's not going to do anything. Buyback from the Pugnas. He gets caught as well, but Dendy, he has to jump away at this point. And actually, maybe Miracle can finish this off. Dendy just jumps just in time. The bash is for Crystallize. He has to go back into his own fountain. And they will have the glyph coming in from Navi, but all right, I mean, they hold, but they have to use a million buybacks to do it.
Yep.
General needs to be careful. Mind Control's back. Another Toxic coming in. They have the Zap coming in, the Yule Scepter. They need another Zap to come out. The Veil. There's the second Zap. They'll get the kill, and that's the challenge completed. They will have to buy back on a General. Miracle getting a little bit low. Matumba Man as well. He's got the Force away. They haven't even gotten the tier 3 tower yet. Dendy wants this kill. The Nether Blast will go through.
Damage.
He's still alive. He's got the spell Lifesteal as well. They need to be careful. The Disarm onto the Anti-Mage coming in. Mind Control will take the tier 3 tower. There's going to be the Nether Blast. Miracle waiting again. Oh, instant bash on a Den. He gets exploded by the Silver Edge. He's dead for 82, but they will hold on for now.
Yep, they hold for now, but it's only a matter of time before Liquid just march up back to the high ground. Maybe they want to zap some people.
Yes. We will see. They did get the zap, so they've already completed the bounty, I believe, but...
Yep.
All right, I mean, you're one buyback away, essentially, one death away, other than the Clockwork from losing this game. And they're going to try to find Crystallize the double zap. He will manta himself out the life drain. One more auto attack. They need this kill. He's going to be able to blink away in time. And now Matumba Man is in deep. They have the Bedlam hook shot will miss. He's still in the Bramble Maze. They've got the Shadow Realm on top of it, Terrorized. They're trying to find any sort of way to just lock him down, but it's not able to be done, and they will be able to get Matumba Man out, and Crystallize will barely survive. He's going to blink away. He's got the salve. He's got to get back to farming, and Liquid again. They're just so close. They just need one fight, and then that's it.
Yep, one fight, and honestly, this game just, it felt like it got out of control real quick. Pugna casually took all the towers, almost for free, it felt like.
Oh, Chrono hits onto 2, and they're going to find Clockwork, but again, he does have the buyback. Dendy's still dead for 12. The racks will fall. Navi holding on as long as they can. Miracle. Manta's off the Cursed Crown, I believe. He's fine. And that's going to be Mega Creeps. And GG is calling in Liquid. That was a great performance from them. The back and beta draft works out perfectly, and they looked really solid in this game.
They looked very, very strong, Mott, and we'll have to see. Maybe they want to go for some challenges, perhaps the No Deny challenge in the second game.
Ooh, that's
after
true.
winning this one so
I didn't check that,
confidently.
actually. I'm assuming nobody did it.
No, I checked it at some point, and
Okay.
it wasn't there.
Well, that is game 1 in the books. Liquid is up 1-0. Navi, they're sitting at 1-1 here in terms of series wins.